What is going on, everyone? Commodore Last here today, bringing to my live reaction of that Kingdom Greatness manga chapter 604. Now, the chapter's been out for some time. I think it came out like sometime later Thursday morning and stuff. But we're here today to read some Kingdom. Last time we left off, we saw that Ri Boku pretty much is on the move and stuff. We know what's going on now with the events in Gyou, so he's on the move. We know Gyou Un at the end of the chapter is pretty much now looking for Shin and Ohan, which is crazy because for the longest time I've been expecting to see Shin versus Gyou Un, and now that we have like Hou Ken wilding out over on the left side of the battlefield, he could eventually make his way to Ou Sen first, or then or bypass them and go straight for Shin. I don't know, right? But the way it's starting to seem right now is that we're probably gonna get that fight between Shin and Gyou Un, which if we do, like, we got to see a little bit of it before, but I want to see like that fight, because when you talk about Chogaryu, Gyou Un being kind of like the equivalents to Rinko and Kaishibo and stuff from the Four Heavenly Kings under Renpa, it's like, look, the Rinko fight's still my favorite fight in the series, as much as I love Mobu and Kanmei, but for me, when you bring up those equivalents and stuff, I need to see that same type of energy at the very least, especially from Gyou Un. So hopefully we get to see that. But for me to find out what's going on in this chapter, we got to read it. So without further ado, let's get into it. And before I read the chapter, shout out to Sense Scans and Turner Farmers for bringing the chapters week in and week out, because a certain company in North America continues to fail us on a weekly, monthly, and an annual basis. And with that being said, let's get into the chapter and let's see what's going on. So, chapter 604 of Kingdom, and the header over here says Ri Boku's Tactics. So it feels like it's going to be for sure a Zhao dominant chapter at the very least, but let's see. Next page. All right. Hey, you see my man's right here, posted up. I like. Hey, hold on. He's like, hold on. How am I gonna flex on these guys real quick? Let me just think about it. Even though he has that look right now, where like of nervousness and stuff a bit, but he just looks anxious right now, just to go in, just mollywop a few Zhao soldiers, specifically Gyou Un, and when he hears the roar of that demon, Hou Ken hopefully goes in to fight him, but that's gonna be to see. Ri Boku's Tactics, chapter 604. All right. You see Ensign there. The Gyou Un army has approached us with their full strength, but we will not yield to them even a single step. We will punch right through them and take Ri Boku's head. Let me actually zoom in a little bit more. My eyesight's disappearing by the day. Good job keeping them fired up, Ensign. We have to keep this winning momentum on our side. Denyu's boys just engaged. Kyogai is looping around from the right. We've been pushing forward non-stop since the start, but despite that, we haven't made as much progress as I had hoped. Because Shin and Kyokai, the two figureheads who should be dragging our soldiers forward, have been buried amongst the fighting. And you can see it too, man. Like when people kind of forget like how much like soldiers are out there right now, it's almost like hard to see like where your guys are at right now, right? Like it's so crowded, so many battles going on, like absolutely nuts, man. Just still watching on. Those two pushed themselves way past their limits during yesterday's battle against Chogaryu. Their bodies haven't had the time yet to fully recover from that. I mean, that's the advantage. Well, I can't say it's the advantage either to Gyou Un, because we know that he has a dead arm at the moment. So at the very least, it's going to be an even fight, even though they're both sporting some form of injuries on them. So, you see Garo there. What's the matter, boss? Not feeling so hot this early in the morning. Kiss my ass, Garo. Is it the wound from Jordan yesterday? Yeah, but don't worry, it's no biggie. Just need to move my body a bit more so it becomes numb, and then I'll stop feeling any pain. I mean, that's something that I would do if I hurt my ankle, for example, right, playing soccer or basketball, and I know that I need to keep playing. As long as that thing goes numb and I don't need to think about the pain whatsoever and just keep playing off adrenaline, hey, we gotta get it done. So I respect it. What kind of dumbass reasoning is that? Isn't that your body shutting down right before you? Garo just kind of like stopped in his tracks, like, my bad, forget I said it. Huh? You hit your head, Garo. Shut up, I'm sensitive about that sort of shit, okay? I don't know. When you think of him saying that, is he thinking about what happened with the Duke? Or is like a pretense thing where it's like, when something like that happens, he knows that it could lead to someone's death afterwards. But I'm pretty sure he's probably thinking like, of what happened to his former boss and everything too, man. That's a really interesting like way of the paneling too. Is that where he kind of just stops in his tracks, like, oh damn, hold on, let me stop talking. Whatever, we'll handle the front until you manage to pull yourself together. Let's go, Chief. Yeah. Move out, Hiohu. Wah! So that's where you were hiding. Tell Gyou Un sama we found him. Yes, sir. Fu. It appears yesterday's wound cut deep. Gyou Un sama, we located Shin of the Hishin unit. He's near the Taseki unit on the right side. He's taking cover behind a strong band of soldiers known as the Hyu. Strong? What a joke. If he's not hiding on purpose, then it's probably to do with his injury. I'd wager it's the latter. Sir? Yo, he's like looking onto, rolling the eye over to the side. There are two things I wish to pass on to you. We're gonna find out what the second one is. The first is that should an enemy holding that. Wait, hold on. The first is that should an enemy holding that sword appear, spare nothing to kill them. That sword. Wait, are you talking about? Okay, the sword that Shin has, I'm telling you right now, there's gonna be more to it. Now remember I talked about this way back in the video and stuff, regarding Koyoku and stuff, about the what the hell is this damn sword's name? But basically, the counterparts of the sword makers and stuff. I don't know, man. I think there's gonna definitely be something more with those swords, if that's what he's referring to. But if it's something else, whatever. The enemy holding on to the sword, spare them nothing to kill them. The second is 10 spears move out. Gita, Hishu, Gaku. Bring me Shin of the Hishi unit's head. Yes, sir. Got you. I will handle the rest. Can you just tell me what the second one is, man? Yeah, stop with these damn teases. Rumble. Huh? There it is. That's the Gyou Un's HQ. Forward! We will take Gyou Un's head. And you see Ohan and his troops right there coming through. I know I should be more excited, but this is the most you're gonna get out of me, man. That's how we see him throw hands, is the most you're gonna get out of me. Huh? He saved us the trouble of looking for him. Sir, about the fence. No need. Go. Aye. First spear, Denpo, heading out. Fourth spear, Hakuya, comes. Fifth spear, Koshu, joining the fray. Here they come. It's the Ryun. There's a few of the 10 spears too. Old Bones, get back and protect the young master. Kanjo, but you still aren't fully. Kanjo, unit to the front. We will avenge Kyoyu. Hua, you see how it is? Honsama, how are you? I'm fine. Gyou. Okay, so never mind. Okay, so now I think for a fact we're probably gonna get Hou Ken and Shin, because if you're throwing me Gyou Un right now with Ohan, I think it's almost certain that we're. But Hou Ken has to get through Ou Sen and them. But if he bypasses that man to get to Shin, then it's like, yo, like I need that in my veins, man. As much as I want to see Shin versus Gyou Un as well, I really need to see like part 3 with Hou Ken, man. But it looks like they're gonna go at it. It looks like switching over. Meanwhile, in the center, the battle between Ri Boku's and Ou Sen's armies had unfolded into a head-on engagement between both forces. And you just see everyone just going in, throwing spears, javelins and stuff, man, going at it. Bodies just being claimed one after another. 10,000 men of Ou Sen's army under Denrimi versus 10,000 men of Ri Boku's army under Earl Ku. 7th Company go. Unlike Aku and Mako, the 3rd commander Denrimi was not one to personally join the fighting. Despite that, the 3rd Army Denrimi led demonstrated a remarkable degree of strength from each individual soldier. Furthermore, after being tempered by Denrimi's special form of training, they were a force that fought in a smart manner, capable of freely modifying their methods on the fly to fix any mistakes, expertly combining the strengths of both hardness and softness. Circle to the left, destroy their key points. However, these same methods proved to be utterly ineffective against Earl Ku's soldiers. He's like, huh? At this point in time, Denrimi was still clueless as to why this was happening. It doesn't look like they're using some special tactic in that melee, nor are they overwhelming us with sheer strength of arms. What is going on? It figures it'd turn out like that if you try to take them head on. I see Fute right there. You think that we're that easy? The soldiers of Earl Ku who are going up against right now, and those of Earl Rai behind him, are full of men that have spent years upon years having Ri Boku Sama's tactics beaten into them. You can say that each and every one of them is a soldier who has served directly under Ri Boku-sama and knows his strategies back to front. Now do you understand what you're going up against, you morons? You're going up against some major badasses. You see this huge wave coming in. Oh, this is not going to be good. It's not the unknown right now is about to, slap them Remy upside the head, man. Unless something comes in to kind of save them, I think this might be a Ri Boku victory for this chapter. What the? Denrimi army is being pushed back. Yo, never mind, because if we see Olsen, bro, something's gonna happen, man. Never mind, hold on. I mean, yes, they're not being dominated or anything, but ever so slowly and steadily. Why? Sir, this is... Bro, he's just like looking on and stuff, bro. He hasn't even lifted a finger, really, man, this entire arc, and he's still someone I would never doubt. However, even Osen's eyes were unable to discern the reason behind this army's strange strength. Never mind. Which is why he would immediately send out. Never mind myself again. Which is why he would immediately send out a probe to test them. But this was no ordinary probe. Oh, this force is going in. And his test was a force to be reckoned with. Yo! I forgot Homeboy's name, but the one that had the Zhuge Liang kind of look at the face, and the other guy that was there. But they're coming in, smashing through Zhao soldiers with the ease. Look, bro, man just... Yo! Horse and everything too. Just comes in, just cleans them. Takes them out. And you see heads rolling, man. Let the bodies hit the floor. Kane's like, what? What is that? Whistle. Looks like they sent out some badasses too. I get you. I really do. Busting out the strong ones like that in a hurry, aren't you? Smirk. But as long as you're unable to solve the mystery, anything you pull will surely lose its effectiveness against Ri Boku-sama's soldiers. And you see him just watching on, and no break next week. So we got a chapter next week to worry about. Okay, good. Very, very good. Okay. Well, it looked like it was going to be a Ri Boku victory this chapter, but Osen right now just kept it at a standstill at the very least. But, now we're going to see, the likes of, Earl Koo, Earl Ryan stuff and their troops, and, just basically the tactics that, they was just said in the chapter, just being beaten into them. Ri Boku... it's not going to be easy whatsoever. Obviously, Olsen's going to be, throwing in people and, test and see, what exactly he's going to try and pull off at the very least, from his moves. But, again, there's just so much mystery, too. We don't know, the full, capabilities of what Ri Boku can pull off with what he has at the moment. We're basically about to see right now, the true capabilities of what someone under the Three Great Heavens can pull off. Especially, with their land pretty much now at stake and stuff. So... that's good, but also getting to hear see stuff too regarding Shin and Kyokai. Again mentioning more about their injuries and stuff. We know Gyou Un's got that dead arm and stuff at the moment as well. Which if he's going up against Ohan, who we know is sporting his injuries from prior stuff with the 10 spears and with Gyou Un, it's gonna be interesting though, because I don't expect it to be a tough I don't expect Ohan to struggle completely. But considering that his injuries, unless he's able to overcome that, then he has a shot against Gyou Un. So we're going to have to see. But that Garo little panel thing there too kind of worried me a bit, because it's starting to make me remember, because we know him, and I forget the other guy's name, but the big dude with the huge scar. Because we know they're connected with Dooku under the Hugh and stuff before they moved on with Shin and them. So I don't know if he was just starting to think about the Duke in that moment, when his arm got mangled and stuff too. Or when he lost his arm, or, if he's thinking about, just something else, tying into possibly, leading to someone's death afterwards. So I doubt that's going to happen, but it's one little cause of concern or worry at the very least I kind of feel with that. But overall, this is a really good chapter, feeling towards maybe, 7 out of 10, maybe 7.5 right there, coming at the end with the two people from Osen's group. I'll probably have the names in the comments once I, remember afterwards the name, but... good chapter this week. Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below in regards to Kingdom this week. If there's anything in the chapter I missed out on that you want to talk about down in the comments that you feel was important, let me know down in the comments. Like the video if you enjoyed. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new here. If you want to be a part of the weekly experience when it comes to the Kingdom manga, as we are nearing hopefully the conclusion of the Western Zhao invasion arc, and you want to be here for that, subscribe if you haven't already and click on the bell Shandora to make sure you don't miss an upload. And with that being said, I will catch you guys next week for chapter 605. Hopefully we get to see some more stuff going down, maybe from Ri Boku's end, maybe from Ou Sen, or I don't know, maybe get to see something from Shin. But considering the fact that we're seeing Ohan and Gyou Un meeting up now, I would expect that that's probably going to be the focus for a little bit. And I don't know if we'll get to see the conclusion right away with Gyou Un and stuff, but I do expect that to be kind of like the focus for the next chapter possibly. But if you have any other thoughts, let me know in the comments, and I will catch you guys next week for chapter 605 of the Kingdom Greatness. So, Commodore Lad signing off. Thanks so much for watching, and as always, take care. Going crazy, yeah, we going crazy. I'm with the team, yeah, we going